Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio June 19, 2022. With the moon in your solar 4th house all day, family activities, home life, and endeavors that remind you of the need for comfort and familiarity are themes. You're getting in touch with your nesting instincts. The emphasis is on finding peace, comfort, and a stronger sense of self. Still, you can enjoy special connections with someone that are meaningful and supportive of your growth and goals. Collaborating can be very productive, and you might have the opportunity to show yourself in the best light. You seem to attract unusual energy in your closest relationships, and lively exchanges and be the result. Your colleague may surprise you today, just where you never expected romance could possibly happen. The current celestial aspect indicates that you have quite an intense attraction to contend with. If you feel the same way, this will work out wonderfully, and you can both ride off into the sunset. If not, you may have quite a problem getting your adoring admirer to keep away. Step out of your comfort zone. Now is the time to try something new and different at work since the moon is in Aquarius. However, making this adjustment does not come easily since your sign now squares the lunation. It could feel like a tug-of-war, especially if you deeply desire to execute your work in an individualistic manner to produce unique results that help you stand out against other competitors. But you will need to loosen some of your control first to embrace this radical lunar energy in your workspace. Be careful of blaming yourself for something that you really are not responsible for. It could be that there is a situation in which you inevitably influenced someone to act a certain way, and now that action is backfiring negatively. Remember that everyone has the right to make their own decisions, and that ultimately you are not responsible for decisions that someone else makes, regardless of the strong advice you may have given them. Your encounters run smoothly and amicably, like a peaceful flowing river. Family and friends would love to ride this wave with you. You now have the opportunity to resolve old conflicts and hurts and to move forward united. If you are smart about it, you will strengthen ties to your loved ones. You're feeling lucky, but this isn't a good time for gambling. You need to play it safe and wait for things to realign a little bit before you can feel good about taking any kind of risk. Your enthusiasm reveals your zest for life and your passion feels like second nature to you. Pursuing dreams you believe in, you're able to approach anyone you're interested in, give them an invitation or unmistakable encouragement. It's important not to let this opportunity pass. Make the most of any situation. The slightest thing may set you off into a downward spiral of self-pity today, so beware. Try your best to stay out of that nasty trap. Keep things on a positive note by sticking to your goals and do what needs to get done. The more productive you are today, the better you will feel. Your emotions are apt to be quite sensitive, so stay close to people who are positive and upbeat. You don't need any emotional leeches. This is the day to get caught up. The essence of a vibration will encourage you to finish up those tasks that have been in process. Not only will there probably be plenty on that are job-related, but also, you're likely to also find some home tasks to keep you busy. Feeling productive is something that suits you very well, and this is definitely the day for it. Just be sure that you leave enough time to wind down and relax when all is said and done. In a case of perfect timing, the moon not only returns to a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart in time to embrace the weekend spirit but to recapture some of the passion that Mars has invested here. This is the moon's first visit since Mars left, but also the last before dreamy Neptune turns retrograde here, opening the doors to the past and second chances. After what is likely to have been a busy week and with an even busier week likely next week, this is the perfect circuit breaker. In a case of perfect timing, the moon has not only chosen the weekend to return for its monthly visit to your romantic sector but Venus, the planet of love's last weekend in your relationship sector. This is a chance to introduce the spirit of romance into a weekend that is all about knowing what you want from your relationships and what they need from you moving forward. Our eyes in the sky. First, a practical trine to Sirius Saturn in innovative Aquarius requires your attention and asks you to get down to business, coming up with a new solution to a problem that's been lingering for a bit too long. You might actually be somewhat embarrassed that it's taken you this long to address it, but now that the universe is directing your attention to it yet again, maybe you'll be motivated to tackle it once and for all. The second important solar aspect of the day is a square to distracted Neptune in Pisces, which does all it can to divert your attention away from what you actually should be focused on. Is this what people are talking about when they say they think the universe is working against them? Yes, your daydreams and insecurities might try their best to stop you from getting the important stuff done, but it also provides some invaluable creativity and the magical gift of intuition and insight. As long as you don't have to make any major decisions, you should be fine. Just after midnight, the Aquarius moon sextiles Jupiter in Aries, an auspicious influence that allows us to sink deeper into gratitude. By being generous with what we have, we stumble upon new ways to achieve progress in our work and relationships. Although this aspect is best used to improve interpersonal dynamics, many of us will be asleep at this hour, and we might experience its effects in our dreams. Our reveries can promote a sense of well-being, causing us to wake up cheerful and ready to seize the day. A change in perspective necessitates a shift in ideals, and although the Aquarius moon still has us consumed with upholding a legacy, impressing those who have come before us and leaving a mark for those who come after, Uranus reminds us that our task is to update these expectations, not to replicate them. We exist in the here and now, and we cannot greet the future by imitating the past. When we embrace the unexpected, we liberate ourselves, revising our conditioning through a marriage of common sense and progressive ideology. The cosmic weather is then quiet until the late afternoon, when the moon sextiles Chiron in Aries. We might find ourselves embroiled in a situation that reminds us of a past trauma. However, instead of retreating from the issue or accepting fault for something when we are faultless, we now give new context to the problem at hand. When we challenge our memories, we free ourselves from the narratives we adopted when we didn't have the literacy to understand the whole situation. Through this encounter with our trigger, we embrace healing.